Thank you for allowing me to commiserate with you about our lowly Detroit Lions yesterday. It was very cathartic.
How does a team score 144 points and lose? How does a team score 45 points and lose? And I'm sitting there going, really? Come on. I'm the biggest Lions fan of all time. And I will always will be a Lions fan, but they have lost more games by 3 points than any other team in history.
You're such a huge Detroit fan in general, but how do you keep the faith?
I do. I'm undying faith, and I watch the Tigers. I go. So they remember they won the World Series a couple times, and that was great. I just, I don't know what it is. I just can't imagine me rooting for anybody but a Detroit team. I live in Arizona, so if the Cardinals are playing, I go, yeah, Cardinals. Coyotes, if they're playing, I think they won 3 games last year. But my heart's in Detroit. And living, of course, is in Cleveland.
You cover a few places.
In other news, do your future plans ever include doing another Balls Out metal album like Brutal Play?
Well, when I had Kane Roberts in the band, we turned hard rock into a little bit more metal because that's the way we played. He was a shredder, and I thought that'd be fun. So I listened to those albums, and then when we're taking it to Constrictor and, Dragon Town, those were fairly metal albums also. But I always believed that, you still had to put melody with every song. You couldn't just get up there and scream at people. We came from that school of, we learned how to write songs listening to the Beatles. So you can write an angry song as long as the audience can sing it. I just don't believe in that one note kind of, I get it, I understand it, but, if you can't sit down at the piano and sing the verse, the B section, and the chorus, then it's not a song. I'm a songwriter, so I like the idea of melody through the whole thing. And then getting Nita Strauss in the band, when Nita came into the band, it opened me up then to be able to go back to those albums and pick up some of those songs to do on stage, because she was a total shredder. So the other night I had Nita and, Kane on stage together, so it was pretty dynamic.
Nita told me stories about being slashed on stage. Does that happen to everybody?
Everybody has to get their stitches. I always tell bands this. I always say, when they join the band, I say, look, I guarantee you 3 things. You're going to get paid, you're going to see this world, you're going to get stitches. At some point, everybody in the band has gotten the sword, or, those knives and things on stage are not rubber. So everybody's got their little nicks and cuts up there. And they try to do those patches. Got me in there.
Thank you. You rock.